This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And it's Aaron Nolan taking the field. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man. It's Tipton. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Using his legs, it's Hayden. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense, because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. level, you can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to pass, it's Woodson. Dances away to buy time. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the line. Finding some room. Touchdown, midshipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Under fire. Makes the grab on the big throw. Nothing but green grass down the middle. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough.
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their 4th option might be to pass the football.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
There's some room.
touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Now on third down for this offense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Now on the option. He'll do it himself. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hayden. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hayden. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Complete. Snags it, and he's open. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20.
Black 14, black 14.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. And he's got a touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Woodson. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll send the back in motion. Now the play fake. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Fights off a defender. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play.
There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Quarterback keep, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Woodson. He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. draws to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I love when you bring athletic quarterbacks and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Hayden. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great...
And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down and he could not get away. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Nolan. Got his man.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Now sliding to his left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got the quick pass. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. It's Hatcher. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Woodson. Dangerous screen into traffic. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the option. Keeps it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Bryant. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll take it himself. The offense coughs it up. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
It'll be 3rd and long. The option look. Makes a man miss. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, midshipman. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The midshipmen come right back with a score of their own.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Hatcher. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to it. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. On target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking for a gap. It's Hatcher. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Running the red zone, it's Hatcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. And it's good! A huge field goal